Hello everyone, Abby here at Purple Cottage Crafts. I am at my mother-in-law's and father-in-law's house, and they have a little bit of property, so I'm able to come out here and pick up some different leaves and foliage and some flowers and stuff to use for the eco printing or boiled papers. I've seen that I've seen videos with both those titles. So just walking down, and they've got somebody over here working on their yard. So if I quit talking, it's because I don't want him to look at me thinking I'm some kind of weirdo talking to my camera. So all right, we'll just come on down here, and I'm gonna go on the back side because that's not where he's working today. So let's go over here. So this is the pile that I was able to retrieve some of the barnwood pieces I'm going to be using in my craft room, so I was pretty excited about that. So we're going to walk back over here, and my mother-in-law, Myrna is her name, she, you know, they got blackberry, they've got grapes, some flowers, some apple trees, just all kinds of really cool stuff that I can collect from in using my eco printing. So I can pick from anywhere. She doesn't care at all. So I'm going to be grabbing some stuff from over here, and definitely going to be, she said she didn't care if I, took roses if I wanted to. Those are so beautiful. And then over here is her, where her grapes are. So definitely going to grab some of these as well. So like I had mentioned, they're kind of working out here in the yard, and they have a, what's that called when that machine when you run branches and stuff through it and it turns it into whatever. I can't think what it's called. So it's super loud when he's running that. So I'm gonna have to go in the house when he's doing that because it hurts my head. And here he goes again. So I'll see you in the next clip. Hello everyone, Abby here at Purple Cottage Crafts, and yes, I have a table full of beautiful foliage and flowers and some really cool looking like different strings of like the plant leaves and all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm going to be trying my hand at doing the eco printing. I've watched tons and tons of videos on this for the last couple years or so, and the final two videos that kind of inspired me and kind of get that creative push to get this started was Nick the Booksmith and Marta with Marry Me Small Art. Now of course I will link both of their channels below, specifically to the videos I watched in case you want to find those easily for yourself. So I went to my mother-in-law's today with my husband, and before I get into any more, if it sounds echoey, I'm out on our RV bay right now, so just trying to get myself set up before I head into the house and start the boiling process. So my husband and I went to my mother-in-law's today, and she let me kind of forage and kind of pick through her garden and her flowers and everything. She's the one that went and took off all the roses and stuff. I was afraid to do that. I didn't want to take away her beautiful flowers that she could cut and put into her home. But she's like, no, don't worry about it, because she's got a lot of that kind of stuff. So what I have here, these are gorgeous, these hydrangeas. I'm probably going to, there's about 5 or 6 in there that I want to take out and kind of dry, because I want to display them in my new craft room when that is done. And then the other ones I, of course, will do the eco printing with, and some I want to do with the flower drying process. And on Marta's channel, I will try to remember and link that video too. She shows a really clever way how she presses her flowers, and they just turned out beautifully. So I never saw that done before until that video, the way she does it, I'm trying to say. So I have everything kind of set up. So I'm going to be doing one batch, doing it the Nick the Booksmith way, and I'm going to do the other batch Marta's way. So I have some alum. My husband bought this from Amazon. We went to the grocery store to look for it, and like in the spice section, those little tiny, where's my hand? Oop, there we go, Abby. These little tiny bottles like this, it was $3.33 for just a little round thing like that. I thought that's way too expensive to kind of use for an experiment and crafting. So my husband just said, oh, I'll get you something off of Amazon. So this is what he got for me, and I will go to Amazon and link this when I go back to edit the video. So I have just some watercolor paper, and then just this regular paper here. Oops, sorry. I have more that I wanted to use, but it's still packed. As most of my craft room is, which is why I had to get some watercolor paper, and then just some string I had found at Walmart. So, and got some stones from my mom's, or my mother-in-law's house. She said, go pick out the rocks you need. So she had a bunch of really good looking stones like this in her front yard. So a huge shout out to her for all of this. Now I do have a vase full of flowers that I forgot to bring out here until I just now remembered, but they'll be added into the mix as well. So just kind of wanted to do a quick intro and let you know what I was going to be working on. So as I'm kind of sorting through the florals and the leaves and such, and kind of cutting them down to a more manageable size, that's just going to be a process portion, meaning I'm going to speed it up and just put music to it. And then I'll come back on, and when I'm ready to sandwich the pieces together per the videos I saw, I'll turn the camera back on so you can watch me do that process. So I will see you all in the next clip. Bye! so I just about had a heart attack. Imagine somebody who's a huge, massive arachnophobe. I was sitting there holding these hydrangea bundle in my hand, and I already cut two, I'm pretty sure, during the process. I grabbed the other one, I started snipping off little bits, and I saw 3 or 4 spiders come crawling out. Oh, I still feel like I need to scrub my skin off. I'm so afraid. So I'm in the RV bay, so I opened up the back door and got in the house, and Steve was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I said, there are spiders on here, help me. And he's like, because he thought like somebody was chasing me or something. And I'm still kind of freaked out, you guys. It's been probably like 15-20 minutes since I did that last video clip, because so I made him, you know, he took the rest of the box outside, and then the ones I had started, he went ahead and kind of clipped them and made sure none were there. He found the 3 and 4, the 4 ones I saw. I asked him to kind of check this box again, and then to check this box, and he did. I was like way over there, because I get so afraid. If this wasn't like a time-sensitive thing in the context, I don't want the flowers to die since I've clipped them today, I wouldn't even be back in here, because it just freaks me out. I just am so terrified, and now I'm like really wigging out. So I'm sorry, this is not part of the process, I know, but that's what happened. I'm not sure if I jumped up really quick and ran off. I don't know, but I was very afraid. So now, Steve was out here with me for a little bit. So what I did is I went ahead, he helped me, and I cut up some, or not cut, I folded these in half. This is some of the Canson cold press watercolor paper I got from Walmart. And then this is just the Georgia Pacific, and I'll put the links to both papers in the description box below. And then this stack here is a little bit smaller, because this size here, just the papers folded in half, will fit in this bigger pot, you know, just fine. So that works great. But then the other pot I got from my mother-in-law, it's a little bit smaller, so I needed to cut the paper smaller with the watercolor. And then the ones I just folded these in half, and they go in there just fine as well. So that's going to work out perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and I'll film myself kind of putting the layers together. And then when I get ready to go back in the house, Steve's got to come back out, because he'll have to pick up the pots that have the rocks and stuff in them. So, oh, the wire, let me tell you. So this is from my pie safe that I purchased, and I've been kind of upcycling a little bit, making it more Abby-ish. This was from the front 2 doors with the screen, and I'm going to do it, obviously be replaced with something totally different. So I wanted to kind of recycle this and not get rid of it. Well, I don't have the pieces of wood that Marta showed, I think was wood that she used. And then in Nick's video, she used like a little aluminum sheets, like thicker stuff. I don't have that. So I didn't want to go buy anything if I didn't have to, because almost actually, except for 2 things, well, it's not true, the paper I had to buy, I have it, but I can't find it, it's still packed. So there's only a couple things I had to buy, and most everything, like the main things, you know, were given to me, so, by my mother-in-law. So anyway, so that's what I have in here, and then I'll put that down there, and then I'll make a little sandwich with the papers, and put this on top, and then I'll use my string right here to wrap it all up, and then I'll be good to go back in the house and finally get this started. So I'm going to get myself set up a little bit better, and then you're going to see me start layering the different flowers and stuff together. So see you in just a little bit. Okay, so now that I have my first stack done, I'm not really sure. Sorry I keep messing with the camera, you guys. This is a new one, and I'm just trying to get everything situated right. So I'm kind of away from the table because I'm still so freaked out about the spiders, so I wanted to back up easily if one came out. But this is my first stack here. That's Steve coming out. Big Daddy. Oh, it's Kaylee. I'll be right back, you guys. She just got off work. I'll be right back. Okay, so she just got home from work and I wanted to chit chat with her, so sorry for that brief interruption. So this is the screen. Steve cut down the two sides. I think I already said that. There's like a little bit of time in between each segment except for this last one. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead. Thought I would share with you my fumbling at trying to put this together. So I'm gonna give it a whirl here. I have this fear it's gonna be like, you know, like a really big, like a hero sandwich or something, where it kind of goes like a sub sandwich or something. All right, so I got my string. I don't know how much I needed, but I wanted to have a fair amount loose and ready to go. And oops, let's cut that knot out. So I'm just going to tell you right now that Marta and Nick do a much better job than I'm going to be doing. I can promise you that. So just going to kind of go ahead and grab this. I got the bottom screen on or underneath here already. Trying not to stab my fingers with that wire or the screen. So I'm just going to kind of do this business with it. I'm just going to wrap it kind of like in the same style when I make you know, stuff on cards. When I have like random string along things. So I'm going to hold this with my left hand because I need my right hand to function properly. So let's put this over here out of the way. See, and it's already starting to turn on me. Steve's like, do you need me to stay out here and help you? And I'm like, oh no, I can do it just fine. I've been watching all these videos. I'll be good. And look, you guys, I can barely even get the first few wraps in here. But I am determined. I am determined. For sure. This isn't going to be perfect, and that's okay, because this is my first time. So let's do this. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in frame, but I don't want to get too close to the table because I'm afraid Stina just bumped my things out. Let's just smush you back inside here. That may not be where I had them, but that's okay. It's going to be just fine. Okay, so let's get you out of the way. Kind of go back and forth like this a couple times. I'm just trying to remember how Nick and Marta wrapped theirs, so because they are two of my biggest crafting goddesses, whatever you want to call that, and they inspire me like no other, except for our beloved Timmy. But for the females, it is Marta and Nick for sure. So I think, I don't know how much more I need to bind this. Let me grab a little bit more off my spool here. So I guess it's a good practice, and like I said, it was important for me to do this part in real time because I don't want it to look like, oh, Abby's first time, she did a great job. No, that's not the case on most things, to be honest with you. Those flowers flipped up, that's okay. You know, I'm just kind of fumbling and doing this myself too, kind of trying to learn and find the right way to do this and all that jazz. So, because I do edit my videos. Not that that's an issue that I do, that's a personal preference, and it's mostly because of my facial pain. Sometimes I have to quit talking, so I will, you know, just play some music and make the speed go faster. So I think I'm pretty good. I don't really know how much of this I'm supposed to put on here, but I really want this to stay well together. So I'm gonna probably just do a couple more rounds and then I should be fine. And then I'm just trying to squeeze it together. Oh, there goes another flower. That's okay. That's okay. I'll just shove that in. Looks like I lost one of my little leaves too. That's okay. It's all part of the process, Abby. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. And it looks like I lost a couple leaves actually. Do that. And then my piece that I started with is where? Okay, right here. So let me get this one underneath. So I have one, so I have a string coming up on either side of my little bundle here. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done that because, well, let's do this. Because now it's not going to like tie right, but that's okay. Because I can just go ahead and tie another string together, so. Okay. So this is me talking to myself. I do this a lot when I'm crafting because I mostly craft alone. So don't be alarmed that I'm talking to myself. Now my dad always said if you start to argue with yourself, then that's, you know, then there should be some concern. So let me just get a little bit more length of this here. And then I'm just going to double this over and then tie it so I have a really good good tie on it. So let me just do this real quick like. And this is the reason why I'm going to put the other bundle on process, because I'm sure you guys don't want to be here for 10 hours while Abby's trying to just basically wrap some paper wire and some flowers. So okay, let's do this. Pick this little baby up, my little book, or my little foliage sandwich or book, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just gonna do what I do with Christmas presents. Just gonna set this baby down, and I'm going to just tie it here as tight as I can and go from there. I am so excited about this, you guys. I have been watching so many videos about this, and there are some other ones that have excellent videos out there. I don't mean to imply that they're not out there, but the two that inspired me the most enough to, you know, kind of do this project was Nick and Marta. So that's where my main inspiration comes. But I saw other people, like, they did stuff a little bit differently. Some people added vinegar, some added some rusty stuff. I was going to, but I think for my first couple batches, I just kind of really want to keep it with the, you know, the leaves and the flowers and that kind of thing. And then as I kind of do this once, and I'll be able to experiment a little bit more, I think. So there's the first bundle. Oh, I have these arranged so cute too, you guys. Let me see if I can poke this one in here. So, and what I did is I staggered the layers of paper, the paper, and then the watercolor paper too. So, all right, so there's the first bundle ready to go into the pot once I get the rock in there. And Steve's gonna come out and grab it for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the second bundle for my other pot, and kind of go from there. Now, like I said, I kind of try to keep this the same thickness as what I thought I saw Marta and Nick use. I'm not sure, but like I said, I'd just kind of do this a little bit here first, and then the more I do this, the better I'm going to be at it. So I don't want you to think that this is a tutorial because I have this down. No. My first time. So that's why I'm linking Nick and Marta's channel, so you can see how it's properly done in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get myself set up here, and then I will see you in the next clip. Okay, so it is a completely different day. We spent more time at my mother and father-in-law's house than we had planned yesterday. Totally awesome time, love family time. So by the time I got, how many times can I say the word time in this sentence? So by the time I was finished getting the papers all bundled and put together and into the pots like this, it was almost 10 o'clock at night here in Oregon. Now, granted, I'm always up until about 3 or 4, but I'm laying down just because of my facial pain. So Steve's like, let's just put these outside, lids on them, because it was cold. It's still cold right now, matter of fact, rainy, and they look just like they did yesterday. I kind of peeked, I pulled these out and kind of peeked at the different layers of the vegetation sandwich, and they look fine. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting ready to put fill these both with water. The other one's over here. I have to flip the camera. I have to move the whole tripod to get over here too. It doesn't reach as far, but the second pot is here, I promise you. There it is. So what I'm going to do now is start adding the water. Now, one of these pots is going to have the alum in it, and one is not. So I'm going to select this taller pot as the one with alum, and then the smaller one will be without. So what I'm getting ready to do now is get them filled with water. Just like I knocked over my little vegetation sandwich there. Okay, good. So this is going to become kind of a combination of what I saw Nick do, what I saw Marta doing, and a few other people, and kind of experimenting on my own. So they're not going to be, this isn't going to be exact copy of Marta and Nick's. It's going to be kind of different because, one, I put my layers together and I left them outside overnight. So I don't know if that has a difference in the whole process or not, but thought I'd mention it. So what I'm going to do is just start adding some of the alum, and again, I will link this below. And just watching from Nick's, I look like she put a couple tablespoons in. This is a 2 tablespoon thing. This is a little bit taller of a pot, so I might need to add a little bit more. And I think my sandwiches were a little bit bigger than hers too, like a few extra layers it looked like. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to start filling the water in, but I'll make it a process because you don't need to hear me running water to fill 2 pots. So I will see you back in just a little bit. have everything in the pot. Again, this larger one has the alum in it. This one does not. Now, I wasn't able to tell in a couple of the video shots if the rock was covered or not. I didn't know how important that was, but I kind of just let the top part of it left it exposed, because the important part, I'm guessing, is to have the water and the papers underneath the water, of course. So that's what I did. And now I'm getting ready. Those are air bubbles popping up. I'm kind of trying to squish it down a little bit so all the air gets out of in between the layers a little bit. I was kind of doing that, and I have a few more air bubbles wanting to kind of pop up. So anyway, so there's that. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn on the stove. I'm trying to do this left-handed because I'm not left-handed. Okay, so I'm going to get it up to high, because I'm going to watch it boil. I'm going to stand here while it boils. I'm not going to like walk away or anything. And then once it does that, then I will come back and turn it on simmer and put the lids on and set the timer for 2 hours. So I will come back. Oh, that one just flopped over. I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to come back on before I turn down the temperature. This one's starting to boil. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this one down to low and slow. Like set it and forget it. There's that one. And now this one is kind of behind it because I had to pull it off the stove to fix the rock when it fell over. So I don't want to bore you with watching this one boil. But I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on here. And I'm going to set my phone for 2 hours. And then I'll just make an adjustment for this pot once it starts to boil. And I'll come back on when I'm getting ready to take them off the stove. See you in a little bit. Okay, you guys, the moment of truth. I'm so excited. I came back out here into the RV bay since I have like an older Costco table that used to be one of my craft tables from years and years ago. That way I wasn't going to be interrupting Steve and Kaylee's doing homework and that kind of stuff. So if you're echoey, that's why. So I was out here probably a good 10-15 minutes, but one of the neighbor kids was singing his little heart out. So I wanted to wait until he was done with that, but it was cute to listen to. So this is the side of the pot that had no alum in it. So I made sure I put a little note there so I didn't forget. And then this obviously is the one that had it. This one is larger than this one, meaning like paper-wise, like the number of papers. So I really want to check out the alum one first. I don't know why, I'm just really excited about it. So I'm going to set this off to the side a little bit. And I'm just going to set this right on to, let me get a plastic bag here real quick, guys. I forgot to grab one. Okay. Just to kind of, not that this is going to absorb any water, but just to kind of keep it from hopefully rolling all over my table and onto me. You kind of hold it up here a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty, it's not dripping that much anymore, so I think we're good. All right, so there's that. Now I have to tell you, I have no mint in here at all, but it smells like herbal tea and it smells really, really good. How do I use my towels? That's my squeaky chair, you guys. Oh, look at my wine. Here they are. Oh my goodness. I have to buy another roll of these shop towels because I keep taking from Steve's little stash. Okay. What I usually do is I get like old or cheap paper towels from Walmart, but I forgot to bring those out here. Okay, finally, quit talking, Abby. Let's get to it. So I'm not going to try to preserve the strings. I'm just going to cut them since I have such a huge ball of that stuff anyway. And who knows, maybe I'll keep some of the longer bits on this and use it for some future crafting, because I do like to, you know, reuse things more than once, hopefully, in my crafting. Okay. Now, I know for sure next time I'm not going to use this screen because it kept poking my hands and I didn't like it, which, of course, is natural. You would think it'd do that, but I'm definitely going to get a different item to bind this together. But here we go. Oh, I'm so excited, I cannot wait. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show each page to you. We're going to see them together, but I'm going to, let me zoom this a little bit. I'm going to wait until they're air dry, which would probably give me overnight because it's, you know, getting colder here. But I want these to be dry, and then I can show them to you in the final clip of this video. So hopefully this isn't getting too long. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this first one here. Paper towel, stay out of the way. All right, and I have a little trash can next to me so I can kind of toss these items as we go along. So cool looking. So cool looking. Wonder if I, you know, I think I might try to save that one. I think it's really neat looking, using a project. All right, so from the other videos that I saw, sometimes it takes, oh my word, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I know when Marta did hers, some of the eco printing came up a lot more vibrant once it was dry. Same thing with Nick. So let me just kind of scoop these babies off. I'm trying to be careful so I don't tear the watercolor paper. So here we go, here we go. I'll try to go quick, you guys, since I have two. But I really want to look at this and enjoy this. So you can always fast forward, I guess, if you think I'm going a little too slow, which is fine. All right, so let me hold this up so I can take a peek, see at this one. This is on the watercolor paper. Isn't that just awesome, you guys? That is so cool, I love it. And I can definitely see off the back from this paper right here. Look at how cool that veining is on that fern. There you go, I'll use your words. I love this darker green right here. That is so cool. So cool. All right, so let me just kind of lay it. What side do I want to put it down on? Woo! I'll put this won't run, right? Okay, let me put this over here like that onto this table, and then we'll peel the fern leaves off here. Be careful not to dig my nails into the paper like I just about did. Okay, so these were the small purple flowers that I had because I recognized how short I clipped them. That's interesting that it didn't turn purple. Of course, I know nothing about eco printing, but I'm definitely educating myself, and I've been watching tons of other videos where they do not just eco printing, but also like dyeing of fabrics and, you know, like shirts and that kind of thing. So I'm definitely intrigued by this, and you're going to be, oh my gosh, look at that one. That is so cool, you guys. I'm so excited. Why have I never not tried this before? I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh my goodness. I think because the first time I saw it being done, I was like, meh, that's too much work. But no. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to grab this piece here. If I have my craft supplies out, I could use my little tweezers, but I'm hoping that my nails will pick it up here. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it smells like steamed spinach and a mix of like herbal tea. So really cool. Oh, this is so beautiful, you guys. Let me get this one pulled off. But anyway, back what I was saying, I'm educating myself on this whole eco printing process and dyeing. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. Now I have no idea how much of this is due to the alum that I put in. I guess we'll find out, because I kind of have similar things in both bundles, so we'll kind of see how they each differ, of course. Oh wow, this is so cool, you guys. I want to make sure this isn't gonna like run. I don't want to like have the green come off and stick to the table. We'll just put this one over here. There we go. Thought that was better than to put them on like a paper towel type of background in case they you know, stuck to the case the paper towel absorbed the color, which would have been cool too. But I want to have as much pigment on here as I can on the papers. So, okay, that second one I showed you, that is just Georgia Pacific, I think 84-pound copy paper. It's the heaviest pound-wise that Walmart had. And Steve was with me, so I knew no quick trip to, I almost said Papa Murphy's. I don't know why I almost said Papa Murphy's. But to, oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. To Hobby Lobby would not happen, so. Let's do this. Get these ones off. This is the, okay, these are some of the roses. I recognize these little bits here. Some of the foliage I'm using, I don't know what they're called. I mean, I know this is ivy, but my mother-in-law, she was telling me as I was clipping each thing, and she also clipped some stuff. But of course, I'm not going to remember. I'm trying to get myself educated in that regard as well. My mom is a total green thumb. Yeah, I grew up with always out there helping to water all the tons and tons of flowers and bushes each night, especially in the summer. And I used to get terrified doing the ones by the trees because, like the rose bushes and stuff, because they'd have those garden spiders. Oh, I used to be so scared they were going to get on me. I was just such a terrified kid. Oh, I still am. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, remember these that I had? And they kind of had that like little cupped leaf. Look at how cool that turned out on the back. Look at that. This is awesome. These are absolutely 100% going into one of my tomes. Well, I started before we moved back to Florida. It's still packed right now, but I'm doing a botanical one and a secret garden tome. And these are definitely going to be added into those two books I'm doing. Look at the veining, you guys. That is so cool. So cool. I love this. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about doing another round. Pardon me as I reach across the table here. I'm thinking about doing another round. Get this off over the side. That's my chair again. Another round of more leaves and stuff in the same water, just to kind of see how that looks. So I might do that. I don't have a ton of the flowers and stuff left, but I do have access to a lot of really gorgeous leaves because we live close to like a community park, and our neighborhood has been established for quite some time. That's the hydrangea. So we have lots of like mature trees and stuff. So just me going for a little walk, we'll see, here they are. That's what I was talking about. I'll be able to grab some more leaves and stuff. So, which is really what I want to experiment with for the most part this time of the year. So we have a pine cone tree too in our front yard, and I'm definitely going to be doing some eco dyeing with pine cones. I will definitely share that video. I don't know any fast way to do this because I want to show you each page as I go along, but I'm afraid it's going to be so super long because I have 2 bundles to go through, not just 2. And I never know. I mean, you guys always tell me in the comments that you like my longer videos and when I'm being chatty and stuff, and I totally appreciate that, and I love it because I am a chatty kind of person. But I also don't want to, my other viewers that have limited time to be like, hurry up, Abby, get through it. So, but I guess you can always fast forward, I guess. I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm so torn, I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to turn off the camera or set it to process, which I might do actually. That's a good idea. Let me get this one other page done, we'll look at it together, and then I'll stop, and then we'll get the, just kind of brush that little bit of leaf off there I couldn't get off. Then I'll go ahead and do the rest of this bundle to process, and then I'll come back on live when you see the other bundle. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Okay, you guys, this is the bundle number 1, the one that had the alum in it, and that last process clip was probably pretty long because I think I put like 12 or 16 papers together. I can't remember exactly. So every other one was watercolor, and again, the other one was, you know, just some copier paper from Walmart. This, you guys, I am just, wow. I am so addicted to this now. I'm definitely going to be doing this again. So yeah, I think I told in the first part that I was going to do another batch, but in the same water. I'll probably add some more alum in the alum one, but we'll see. Kind of test this out. So I wanted to show these to you really quickly. I'm going to set down some cardboard on the floor in here in the RV bay so I can let these kind of dry overnight and not on top of each other like this. I want to kind of get them moved apart. And then I will come back on with bundle number 2, and we'll go ahead and open those up. So I'm going to do bundle number 2, the one without alum. I'm going to do that one all processed because I'm really concerned this is going to be super long. So I'll see you on the next clip. Okay, so here is batch number 2, the one without the alum in it. And I still think these are beautiful. Now, one clip I kind of did a thumbs down. It was my very first one because I was like, no, because the first batch was so bright and vibrant. But I want to retract that thumbs down. These are just absolutely beautiful. I love, they look very, very watercolory looking to me. I love the soft kind of pastel colors with it and the dark edges like this one here from the different flowers. Just absolutely beautiful. So I am very pleased with this project. Eco printing, my very first time. I think I did pretty good for my very first time. Again, I was majorly inspired by Nick the Booksmith and Marta with Marry Small Art. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to do one final clip when I have these on the ground so you can kind of see the whole batch together. And then I think what I will do is insert some photos, some at the beginning and some at the end of the sheets when they're dry, because like I said, I'm just nervous it's going to be way too long and nobody's going to watch it. So I will see you all in the final clip. Just a moment. Okay guys, so this will be the last clip for this probably super long video. Sorry about that. I just laid down one of my plastic sheets. You can see some sneak peeks of some projects I'm working on and some I'm going to be working on. So home decor stuff and craft room stuff. Okay, back to the point of this video, Abby. Focus. So up here are the gorgeous deep and kind of like bright greens and blues and yellows on this, and this is the paper that had the alum. That's my little note, so I wouldn't forget. But when I unbundled the second one, I'm gonna know definitely which one was had the alum in it. So, but like I said, these are just absolutely beautiful. I love the whole kind of pastel-y watercolor look to them. I think they're just super gorgeous. Am I even showing you? Okay, sorry. I was looking on the other side. I'm like, I think I'm just showing you plastic. So yeah, very happy with this, you guys. And like I said, I will post some pictures in the beginning, and I'll do the rest at the end of the video. That way, if you're not interested in seeing the actual photos, you can skip right to the tutorial part. Not really a tutorial, because I'm not teaching you guys how to do this. I learned this from somebody else, and so I'm a novice. I'm not going to say this is a tutorial because it's not. So just kind of me trying my first hand at doing the eco printing 2 different ways, one with alum and again one without. So I'm going to definitely be doing this again. I'm going to try it with vinegar in one pot, and then I'm going to put some rusty bits in another one. Just kind of experiment and have some fun, and kind of building up my paper, my specialty paper stash while I cannot craft because my craft room is still packed from our trip from Florida back to Oregon. So I'm trying to stay creative, and this is how I'm choosing to do it for right now. So I will see you all again. Real quick, Marta, thank you so much for the awesome inspiration you always give us. Not that she's going to watch us. She doesn't know who I am. But Miss Nick the Booksmith, we're friends on Facebook and Instagram. That's right. And I designed for her. I'm very proud to say that. So thank you too, Nick. You were just always inspirational to me. And I just love your sense of humor. I think you're super funny. And you have mad talent and mad skills in booksmithing and all kinds of crafts thereof. So I will see y'all next time. So happy scrapping, happy planning, happy crafting, and happy eco printing. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.